What if one $2 powder could make your engine last 500,000 miles? Not a joke, not clickbait. Japanese taxi fleets have been using this for over 60 years. The US military used it in World War II. And right now, it is sitting on a shelf somewhere, banned from Western service manuals. Why? Because if your engine never dies, mechanics go broke. Stay with me. This is the most important car video you will ever watch. Here's what nobody talks about. Your engine is dying right now. Every single time you start your car, metal grinds against metal, thousands of tiny explosions happening every minute. Your pistons, your crankshaft, your camshaft, all rubbing, all wearing down. Modern oil helps, but it doesn't stop the wear. It just slows it down. The average engine today lasts maybe 150,000 to 200,000 miles. Then what? A rebuild, a new engine, or a new car. We're talking $3,000, $5,000, sometimes $10,000. The auto repair industry in America alone is worth over $400 billion a year. $400 billion. You know what keeps that number so high? Engines that wear out on schedule. But what if I told you that schedule is not natural? What if someone found a way to protect engines at the molecular level and it was buried? Let me show you what they don't want you to find. Go back to World War II. American engineers had a problem. Tank engines and aircraft engines were failing in extreme conditions. Freezing cold, burning desert heat, no proper lubrication available. They needed something that worked even without oil, something that bonded to the metal itself. That's when they discovered molybdenum disulfide, MoS2, a natural mineral, mined from the earth. They packed it into tanks, they used it in aircraft, and it worked. Engines that should have seized kept running. After the war, the knowledge stayed in military files. Then something interesting happened across the Pacific. In the 1960s, Japanese engineers at Toyota and Honda started experimenting. Japan's taxi fleets run hard. We're talking 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, stop-and-go city traffic. These engines should burn out in 3 or 4 years. But with MoS2 added to the oil, they didn't. Taxicabs in Tokyo were clocking 400,000 and 500,000 miles on the original engine. The Japan Automobile Research Institute, JARI, tested it formally. Their results showed MoS2 outperformed many premium synthetic additives on the market. Not a little better, significantly better. This wasn't a backyard experiment. This was serious, documented science. So what actually is MoS2? Molybdenum disulfide is a compound made of molybdenum and sulfur atoms. Its molecular structure is flat, like tiny sheets stacked on top of each other. Think of it like graphite, slippery layers. When you add MoS2 to your engine oil, it doesn't just float around. It bonds to the metal surfaces, physically bonds. At the microscopic level, your engine parts are not smooth. Even polished metal has tiny peaks and valleys called asperities. That's where friction happens. That's where wear happens. MoS2 fills those valleys and coats those peaks. It creates a sacrificial barrier layer. When metal tries to grind against metal, it's actually grinding against MoS2. And MoS2 just slides. Studies show it reduces friction by up to 40 to 70% under high load conditions. Your oil pressure stays healthier, your engine runs cooler. Startup wear, the most damaging kind, drops dramatically. Because even after you shut the engine off, that coating stays on the metal. It doesn't drain back into the oil pan like liquid oil does. It stays bonded. So the next morning, when you fire up your engine cold, your parts are already protected before the oil even circulates. That's huge. Cold starts cause up to 60% of total engine wear over a vehicle's lifetime. MoS2 attacks that problem directly. Let me give you real-world proof. Japanese fleet operators, taxis, delivery vans, construction vehicles adopted MoS2 in the 1960s and never looked back. Toyota's internal engineering teams referenced it in fleet maintenance documentation. Honda technicians used MoS2 paste in assembly, directly applied to piston skirts and valve stems during manufacturing, not the aftermarket, the factory itself. In one famous long-term fleet study in Osaka, a group of taxis using MoS2 supplemented oil showed engine wear rates roughly half of control vehicles using the same oil without it. Half, same roads, same drivers, same conditions. The only difference was a tiny bit of MoS2. There are documented cases of Toyota Land Cruisers used by Japanese contractors reaching 600,000 kilometers, that's over 370,000 miles, on original engines, with basic maintenance and MoS2 oil supplementation. Think about that. While Western car owners are trading in vehicles at 100,000 miles because they're scared of repair bills, Japanese fleet mechanics were quietly running engines into the stratosphere. And it costs about $2 per oil change. $2. So here's the question everyone should be asking. If this works so well, why don't mechanics recommend it? Why isn't it in your owner's manual? Why did it disappear from mainstream Western automotive advice in the late 1970s? Follow the money. The global auto repair industry generates hundreds of billions of dollars every year. Engine rebuilds, replacement parts, new vehicle sales, all of that depends on one thing: engines wearing out. If engines last 500,000 miles, how many fewer cars get sold? How many fewer engine jobs get done? Think about the $400 billion repair industry. Think about the oil additive market, worth another $3 billion a year. Companies selling expensive proprietary additives at $25, $30, $40 a bottle. Now imagine a $2 mineral powder that outperforms all of them. You can see the problem. Former mechanics and engineers have spoken about this quietly in forums and trade publications for decades. The substance never did anything wrong. It was pulled from service recommendations, not for safety, not for failure, but for inconvenience to an industry. Some European automakers quietly still use MOS2 in their transmission fluids and assembly lubricants. They just don't talk about it in consumer-facing materials. The information didn't disappear because it was wrong. It disappeared because it worked too well. Okay, let's talk about how you actually use this. MOS2 is available in two main forms: a dry powder and a liquid suspension. For engine oil, you want the liquid suspension form. Products labeled MOS2 engine oil additive or Molybdenum Disulfide motor oil supplement. You can find them online, Amazon, specialty auto parts stores, for under $5 in most cases. Here is the exact method. Step 1. Do a normal oil change first. Fresh oil. New filter. Do not add MOS2 to old, dirty oil. The contaminants in old oil will interfere with bonding. Step 2. Add the MOS2 supplement directly to the fresh oil. The typical dosage is about 1 to 2 ounces per quart of oil capacity. A 5-quart engine gets roughly 5 to 10 ounces of MOS2 supplement. Always read your product label. Concentrations vary. Step 3. Start the engine. Let it idle for 10 to 15 minutes. This is called the conditioning phase. You want the oil to circulate and carry the MOS2 to every surface. Step 4. Drive normally for the first 50 to 100 miles. Avoid hard acceleration in this break-in window. You want the MOS2 to fully seat and bond before you stress the engine. Step 5. Repeat with every oil change. The bonded layer does partially wear and replenish with each treatment. Consistency is the key to long-term results. One more thing. Check your vehicle's warranty and owner's manual. Some newer turbocharged engines and certain German performance vehicles have specific oil specifications. Always make sure MOS2 is compatible with your oil type. It works with conventional and synthetic. But double check for your specific engine. Let's be honest for a second. MOS2 is not magic. It will not save a blown engine. It will not fix a head gasket or a cracked piston. If your car already has serious mechanical problems, fix those first. What MOS2 does is slow down wear dramatically in a healthy engine. It protects, it extends, it preserves. Combined with regular oil changes, quality oil, and normal maintenance, the results are genuinely remarkable. Also, don't go chasing random cheap powders. Get a properly suspended MOS2 product designed for engines. Raw MOS2 powder is not the same as a properly formulated additive. Particle size matters. Suspension stability matters. Buy a reputable brand with clear dosage instructions. A few dollars spent, right beats guessing. And one more realistic note: 500,000 miles is a ceiling, not a guarantee. But cutting your engine wear in half, extending your engine life by 50, 100, even 150,000 miles, that is absolutely realistic. That is documented. That is achievable. For $2, here's what I want you to do right now. Share this video with one person who owns a car. Just one, because they deserve to know this. Drop a comment below. Tell me how many miles are on your engine right now. I read every single comment. If you want more hidden car secrets that mechanics don't talk about, subscribe. I put out videos every week that the repair industry would rather you never find. Hit the bell. Don't miss the next one, because next week we're covering another 3 trick that keeps your transmission running silently for 300,000 miles. You don't want to miss it. This is $2 Fix, and we just saved you a few $1,000s. See you in the next video.